Judging by that guitar demo, I'm not, you know, the best at guitar. What is up, YouTube? My name is Enzo, and judging by the title of this video, I would like to call out to the guitar manufacturers of the world, specifically Epiphone and slash or Fender and or Gibson and or Squier or who else makes guitars for with name brand status and like I don't know on a budget or something. You have Sterling by Music Man. Music Man is owned by Ernie Ball, and technically it's Fender but not Fender. Who else? Schecter? Schecter. Maybe. We don't have Schecter here in the Philippines, but I've heard of them. So yeah, today I'm gonna show you a bunch of designs I've been working on ever since I became a guitar nerd, which started unfortunately because I got an acoustic guitar a year ago, and instead of actually learning how to play the dang thing, I immersed myself in videos of wow that looks cooler, like guitars, guitar gear, I ended up learning so much about guitar's history, how they work. So I know, if anything, I could probably say that I know a decent amount of things about guitar, except how it actually should sound. So that's kind of the dumb thing. But now that I have an electric guitar, I feel like this is an appropriate time to also share some of the things I've hopefully been working on. So these are a bunch of designs that I've been working on guitars. Yeah. A lot of the sources for these come from like a show called. Sorry, it's not a show. It's a YouTube channel called Trogly's Guitar Show. Dude is a guitar historian. Very proud of it. I like his work a lot. It's very. I mean, for someone that doesn't really listen to music as much as I say I used to anymore, it's fun learning more about the instruments you get to play. So yeah, Trogly's Guitar Show. I'll link the description. Maybe you should check it out. So let's start off with Epiphone. 2 years ago, I believe Gibson released this thing called the Gibson M2 as a entry level Gibson. Didn't sell very well. And then you have Epiphone, who did the same thing with something called the Les Paul SL, which sold really well for beginners. Freaking what? It had 2 single coil pickups. Very basic controls, and it was like, how much is it here? It was like, last time I checked, it was 5,990 pesos, which should be roughly $100 for a name brand guitar. Like, whoa, dude, it's pretty good, right? So I have a bunch of designs here. This is the first page. This is my ideal concept for the next one. Maybe. Look at that. Took a bunch of different pickguard shapes and just mashed them into one. I have a bunch of designs here, but I'm going to show you the ones that are finished, and then I'm going to take a look at some other ones later. Also, you guys never, what's it called? Explained what SL stands for on your website. It's just called, this is the Les Paul SL. Okay, cool, but what does SL stand for? Like, you have the Les Paul Special VE, which has 2 humbuckers. It's a basic, it was the entry level Les Paul before the SL. I mean, unless you can call the SL. Like, it has single coils. I'm not sure if you can call that a Les Paul, but I mean, hey, it has a shape, it's a Les Paul. So, if anything, I want to call it the Les Paul Special Light. Because if we think about it this way, the Les Paul Special, the original Les Paul Special, had 2 P90s. And P90s, I don't really know a lot about them, other than that, if you want a heavier single coil, but you don't want the humbucker sound, P90. Special Light. Like LITE. Call it the Les Paul Special Light. That's what SL should stand for. Not a bad idea, I think. So, my idea... Oh, forgot. Yamaha also. Hi, Yamaha. Maybe you should watch this video, get some ideas. I'm not joking. Your Pacifica line is really well. Okay, so this is the other... This is basically just a copycat of the first design I showed you. This one, on the other hand, has P90s... one P90 and a humbucker, and has simplified controls, very similar to that of the Les Paul Special VE. So 1 volume, 1 tone, and then a 3-way toggle switch. Yeah, so that's the design. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah. Uh, and then this is my descent into further madness. All of those pickguard shapes. And then we have the first hopeful version. This one had four knobs. Not, it had four knobs compared to normal. Uh, Compared to the original Les Paul SL. Uh, Independent volume and tone knob for each, but you know that's more wiring, so maybe you can cut down cost by making it two only, like the VE and the SL. And then you have a very nice Fendery type pickguard there. It's a normal thing, but the controls are on a metal plate, so I don't know how willing you are to do that. It's like a Jaguar type thing, Mustang, what else? Telecaster? Ish. Really cool stuff. And then these were my last designs on this subject. I made a bunch. I took down different pickguards already existing, so some signature models from Gibson, some older ones. Melody Maker from the 1960. That's one of the most made the most sense for the Les Paul SL. So yeah, these two designs. I'll just pause the video if you can't see very well. I'll just lightly scroll that around. Yeah. So whose turn is it? Fender. Fender. Recently, you guys released a line of the Squier Paranormal series. It's supposed to be like the Squier version of your alternate reality series, and you did a bunch of cool stuff with that. But I think there's something missing. Telecaster, Mustang, boom. I mean, you have a weird Jazzmaster plus Mustang. Plus Telecaster thing, which doesn't look like garbage. I actually want one myself. Really cool. I haven't left the house since the quarantine, so I don't know what's outside anymore. But yeah, Starcaster. Sorry. Mustang plus Telecaster. So weird. Sorry, the Mustang Telecaster. Weird type thing. Two wide range humbuckers and a tele bridge. It's very weird. And then you have the. Yeah, I think this one made more sense. If you can't tell, I made the SL way too many. That was the guitar I was supposed to get before the Squier Affinity Strat. This is the Fender. Well, I call it Mercury. It's just a Telecaster Mustang. It's not bad, honestly. If you ask me, because I made it. That's about it. You know, hey, if you work for Epiphone, Yamaha, Fender, Squier, Gibson, hey, like, hit me up. I could probably design something for you. I don't know. I just want a free guitar. Okay, now on to the my first designs. Let's start off with the earliest ones. These might not have anything to do with the Les Paul SL. Trying to not show you my other drawings because I'm not happy with how I'm drawing. But if you ask me to draw an object, I could probably do something cool. Like one of my favorite things about how I draw is how I don't always need a ruler to draw a straight line. Like this figuring is cool to me. I also tried to design a Fender type nylon Strat headstock a long time ago. They were kind of weird, but you know they were things I was proud of. And then some other, I think, school artworks put in. I tried to make a weird hex style Strat headstock. F-hole designs. Some original before pickguard designs, and then there was a while back when Schecter on Instagram, I think this was April. Schecter on Instagram had a contest where if you colored a guitar, and they liked it, boom, they're gonna make that for you and they're gonna send it to you. So it was called the Tempest, and initially I thought, hey, I should make something with an extra pickup, but it was a single pickup guitar. It didn't suck, but I never got I didn't win, but I was at least on the featured page of designs liked by the contest. So that's something. That's my first guitar filled sketchpad. You have the second one. Uh, Ew, I have my garbage people one. I tried to make an offset epiphone dot at one point, but then I realized, oh, the Starcaster exists. So I just, instead of putting an E there, I put an F for Fender or something. This stuff is crazy. I forgot how many I drew at this point. Fender Swinger, that's a classic mess up, but it's still really cool to some people. Les Paul SL drafts before I tried to redesign it. You guys should just make a Les Paul Pro 1. Like, you already made a working acoustic guitar for beginners, right? The Pro 1 series, the Ultra Pro 1 series. Just do that again. It worked really well. And then I tried mixing a Strat with the Les Paul SL, because it already came with single coils. So like, here's the designs I tried to do. Fender Swinger's also there. I really messed up that pickguard. Also, if you can't tell, I don't like drawing with pencil. It's just 90% red ball pen. Some really edgy double neck, and then some other one. Forgot what I called this. Sterling. Yikes, I put too many things on that. Is that it? There's a bunch more. I tried, like, initially looking at Abasi guitars, looking at the weird shapes, but they were so unique. They were really... You couldn't ignore them. They were really cool. Yeah, I tried making a Les Paul SL custom or something. HSS this time. That would have been cool. Maybe. I don't know. Headstock designs with a few people things. More people. I tried drawing gig bags for a while. And then I realized, oh, Gig Blade exists for something. That's about it. One more sketch pad to go. It's a bit messy here, honestly. Yeah, I tried to make a custom pickguard cutout so that I could use this as a template. And then I tried to fit it onto my guitar. Oh, my hair is messy. I tried to fit it onto my guitar. It didn't really look nice because it's not round shoulder. That's what they called it. Weird pickguard shapes that end up doing that. Headstocks. I have no idea what I was thinking about. I also wanted the Cutlass at one point because the headstock was so unique. It's like 2 and then 4. Leo Fender's best design by far. SGSL. Pickguard looks really goofy on that thing. It has to be sharp. Can't be rounded. And then more entries into that Schecter guitar contest. This was my first one. No, the first one I showed you just a while ago. And then you have this one. And then this was the one that was picked as to be like good by the company, so it was on their Instagram story for a good amount of time. I didn't win, but it was cool. This other one. This one, which looked like a weird ass future no? What's it called? Damn, someone's driving. Nord Electro thing. Tempest, based on the Fender Meteora, crazy stuff. There has to be one more. That's it. Another Les Paul SL HSS because I was bored as heck. These pickguards didn't make sense to me. Fender's Spellcaster. Somebody make that a thing. It has a weird Rickenbacker-esque pick card. HSS. And coil split. Astrocaster, Quad Blaster. I don't know what I was coming up with. Yikes. And then I made a bunch of text designs. Like, if you can see this from that distance, that means I did it. That means I did a good job. Like, I only used rulers for like the upper and the lower border, and I just did everything by hand. Really proud of that. Fender Ultra logo is my best, probably. Especially this one next to it. The tiny one's really nice. Tiny amps also. More people. I tried to make an EVH Eddie Van Halen paint job. Take note, I don't listen to these people's music, so if I mention a name, I would know what their guitar looks like, but I don't know what they sound like. So like, you tell me, oh, Green Day, oh, I know that dude's guitar. Eric Clapton, I know that dude's guitar. Tim Henson, I actually listened to Polyphia, but not as much. I tried to make Nerf gun designs at one point. I was into that for a good while also. More people. This was the first. Okay, this was the one that made the most sense to me. If you guys are gonna slowly upgrade the SL, maybe you wanna do an HS, you know, for the people that want the heavier sound out of a cheaper guitar. I don't know. You keep it still under costs. Yeah, and then this was the actual Les Paul SL design. So yeah, if you can't tell, 90% of these are Les Paul SL. So there's not many ideas you can get from me, Fender. Yamaha either, probably. I think Yamaha's more willing to become unique, because, you know, they are the... I mean, the Rev Star exists. So yeah, that's about it. Who exists? Yamaha, Squier, Epiphone. What else exists here? Fernando's in the Philippines. Fernando is a guitar band in the Philippines. You guys want something? Hit me up. I could probably help you design something. I'm not even a professional guitar designer. I'm just a kid who thinks that this stuff is cool. But I'm giving you ideas in a long, super long 20-minute video. You probably got bored somewhere along the way. But yeah, maybe if you're watching this and you know someone that works at Fender, maybe they could bring these designs up. Maybe someone that works at Yamaha, designs up. Works at Epiphone. Pretty sure Epiphone's trying to distance themselves. Pretty sure they're trying to make their own identity aside from Gibson. But it's working. It's working. I'm not saying it's not working. Their current series is really cool. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you didn't get bored. If you got bored, you know, what are you gonna do? So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with some guitar playing, and then, you know, that's where we're gonna end. See you in the next one.